And we're rolling. Hello,
And we're rolling.
everybody, and welcome to the Tism Report. This is episode 8. I'm your host, Mr. Chris Fritz. I'm joined by my co host, Mr. Jack Gautry. Jack, how are you today?
I'm splendid today, Chris. Yep. Anything I can
Splendid,
help you with,
splendid.
brother? When we start this podcast?
Absolutely. Start
Any
this.
absolutely,
Start this off.
oopsie,
Oopsie.
oopsie daisy.
Can we
Oh
have like
yeah.
one podcast where it's just saying absolute nonsense?
Yes, indeed. We got
Just
it.
blurbity, blurbity, blue.
Incoherency. It
Nonsense.
wins elections,
Yeah.
Effer. It
It
wins.
wins. Yeah.
Do we want to be winners or losers?
Yeah.
Then we got to make no
Flurbity, flurbity,
sense.
flu.
Flobbity flippity flop.
Yeah. Today I'm using this Yeti mic, and Jack is using the green mic over there
Green
because
mic.
last episode he couldn't stop hitting it.
I kept hitting it.
Yep, just kept hitting it like it owes you money,
Hey,
man.
like it owes me money.
Beat you like a
I was abusing it,
beat you
slapping it with
like
the
a
back of my hand.
like
Yeah, it was
a pimp.
disrespecting
Yeah,
me like a
just
pimp.
just pimp
Exactly.
slapping this whole mic.
Pimp
So
slapping the mic. Yeah.
you get that one now.
I get that. You know it.
So let's get into our first topic here.
First
We
up,
have the Tism News.
Tism
Here
news.
to break with the report of the Tism News. There's news between Mr. Elon Musk and Mr. Stephen Miller.
Oh yes, a
Yeah.
little bit of news.
This is from the Daily Beast reporting. Musk takes Stephen Miller's wife as Trump aide rage tweets. You
Oh
see,
my God.
earlier this week, Mr. Elon Musk officially made his exit from the federal government. Exited from his Department of Government Efficiency. And along with him, Miss Katie Miller,
Katie Miller,
wife of Stephen Miller, a top advisor and spokesperson for the Department of Government Efficiency
yeah.
at the White House, is headed out along with Elon Musk. He's headed, Miss Katie Miller is said to work with the billionaire when they leave the government. Now, there's been prompted rumors across D.C. and all across the internets that Mr. Elon Musk is having an affair with Miss Katie Miller and Mr. Stephen Miller's wife. I've heard a lot of different versions of this rumor. They said Stephen and Katie Miller are in a throuple with Elon Musk.
A throuple?
Yeah, and Mr. Elon Musk is having sex with Miss Katie Miller.
Sex?
Yeah.
Scandal.
Scandal.
Scandal,
Definitely
manhandle.
a whole thing. Jack, what do you think about all this?
I think what I think about every rumor I hear, Chris, and that this damsel, I think the rumor's fucking true.
Okay.
Every time.
Way to go.
Yes. I've no
This
doubt.
Is definitely
I
juicy.
never doubt a conspiracy.
It's juicy here.
Yes.
Guys. There's
it's
lot
juicy.
lot to chew on, you know.
A lot of chew on, a lot of meat to this
one. A lot
one.
of meat
Yeah.
to this one, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So everyone likes money, Chris.
Yeah. So
yeah.
A lot of people thinking Mr. Stephen Miller is a cuckold.
He's a cuckold.
He's being a cuckold.
Just ask. Everyone's thinking it. Yeah.
Everyone's thinking it.
Exactly.
Watch out for Mr. Stephen Miller because he'll let you fuck his wife.
He'll let you fuck his wife. He's got to think
Watch
for
out,
it.
Mr. Miller.
Woo.
Yeah.
Watch out, fellas.
Yeah. So, I think one of the greatest things that kind of fueled this rumor mill was during Elon Musk's departure ceremony. Have you seen that footage?
I have not seen footage.
Okay, so it was in the Oval Office. Mr. Trump was there.
Yes.
And during this whole departure ceremony thing, Mr. Elon Musk was there, and Elon had a black eye.
Black eye?
Black eye, yeah. Big old shiner.
He's got a shiner.
Shiner on his face.
Ooh.
Looked pretty bad. Looks like it hurt quite a lot.
Yeah. It looks like it hurt. No pleasure. No pleasure on the shiner. Yeah.
Right. So it was on Elon Musk's right eye, and Mr. Stephen Miller, I have it on good authority, is left-handed. So Stephen Miller punched Elon Musk in the face.
Yeah.
Because he fucked his wife.
That's the only logical explanation
to that. Of course, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's the
only reason. If you try thinking of another reason, you can't.
Right.
You won't.
You won't, man.
You try. What other reason?
Yeah.
This reminds me of that famous book about, the black guy who gets accused of abusing this woman, and then they
kill a mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Right. To Kill a Mockingbird. and it's in the 50s,
Yeah.
and the black guy is innocent. Of course, he's
Yeah.
innocent. The black guy's always innocent in these things.
Okay.
Not well, that's
Okay.
part. Well,
Yeah.
I say always, but in like most of these stories, the
Maybe
black
not
guy's innocent.
generalizing it,
We're
but
not
this one
generalizing it,
specific
but
story.
this
So
specific story,
yeah,
the
this one
black
right
guy's
here. So
innocent because he is like I think this. I'm paraphrasing. He's left-handed,
yeah, I think if
and
I remember it right, he had one of his hands like injured. His arm was
yeah.
injured. Couldn't work. Couldn't even lift it up.
So and the woman, her face. It's like, how could she have been hit on that side of her face if he has a broken hand? Oh, the black guy's innocent in the 50s.
Boom.
Boom. Who could have
Lawyered.
seen?
Lawyered in the court.
Lawyered in the court.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Take that, Mr.
Take
Judge.
that,
Boom.
judge. Boom. Bombshell.
Slam dunk.
Slam dunk. That guy
Slam dunk the
lucky. Is a
evidence.
lucky man. Yeah.
So
They were trying to Emmett Till that man.
yeah, that was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing, and he succeeded. He
Absolutely.
succeeded with his. And To Kill a Mockingbird, there's a sequel now. Very big To Kill a Mockingbird. Not nice to be mocking. I would, and I do say that making fun of a fictional character, who has just been acquitted of rape.
So
yes,
this is gross.
This is disgusting.
This is actually gross. Just thinking
about that horrible
Elon and the lady wife.
And the lady, and they're so obviously in love,
and they're gonna fuck so much.
They're gonna fuck so much.
It's so weird. You just can't stop thinking about it.
Peculiar. I mean, can you?
We can't stop thinking about it, Jack.
I can't have a single thought that's not
go
Elon
on.
Musk fucking Robert Mueller's wife.
That's Stephen Miller's wife.
Stephen Miller's wife.
Mueller.
I said Robert Mueller. That's the different. That's an FBI guy.
Yeah, that's a different guy.
Yeah,
so
he would know if his wife was fucking. There would be proof.
Definitely.
He's got private investigators, definitely.
Yeah. So this is gross.
It is totally gross.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Now we have to think about it.
Now we got. I mean, we don't.
How do we go on?
I wish we had a choice.
Yeah.
Only you can decide what you think about, Chris. But this is the only thing.
Yeah, that's only it.
That's all it is.
How can we go on?
How can we go on?
How can we go on?
I don't think we can, because it's so. Now, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
Yeah. Let's try not
to mince words here.
Mince words. Yeah.
This is rumor, speculation.
Yeah.
That means it can't be wrong.
Right.
Right. There's no doubt about this.
No doubt at all.
The possibility is
endless.
That we are right.
Mm-hmm.
The possibility is endless that we are right. There's the possibility is. I think the possible shit. The possible explanation is that we are right.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions?
No.
Because
I think moving on to our next story in the Tism news. Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
2025 reboot, live action reboot. So far, it has grossed. I'm reporting from Box Office Mojo. Reported $469 million worldwide. So
360 mil.
460 mil.
Robert Mill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good one for us autisms, because I think Lilo is on the spectrum.
Lilo's on the spectrum. Why do you think Lilo's on the spectrum?
She's just kind of, a little bit off.
She is
a little kind of out of it,
Yeah, I'm seeing it now.
Yeah.
Her older sister was pretty attractive. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's where my mind went. It was.
No.
I was a horny little boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Relax.
In the live action.
Yeah.
Or...
In the live action.
Yeah.
I think
live action or animated.
This would be the animated.
Okay.
A bit of a hentai.
Okay.
Touch to there. Yeah.
Yeah, but in live action, she's like real.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in live action yet. But we gotta.
Yeah, I've actually seen it.
You've seen it? Nice. And was it good?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was meh.
It was meh. Okay.
But yeah.
They definitely
got the Lilo is kind of neurodivergent part, and they definitely got how they're friends with Stitch, right? So
I relate. I like aliens.
Yeah. Plenty of aliens,
Plenty of aliens. Do you believe in aliens? I kind of believe in aliens.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Yeah.
Kind of. I know it's kind of like the universe is so vast and big, and life
so big, so vast. Yeah. It's like maybe, but we haven't seen. They haven't come down yet. If they're really there.
Yeah.
Then come on down.
Yeah, we gotta talk to them. Yeah,
we gotta talk to them. There was Did you see that? No, you probably didn't see this. This was weird.
What is it?
There's a fucking unidentified object shot down in Canada.
Okay.
Justin Trudeau was like, I gave the order.
Okay.
I gave the order to shoot down the unidentified flying object.
Yeah.
And when he said that, I was like, well, that is that sounds almost like a UFO. It's the abbreviation of unidentified flying object.
Yeah, I think like if you actually kind of look into it, UFOs don't necessarily mean aliens.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. They don't
UFOs
mean
can
aliens.
be just like
weapons of mass destruction.
Crap.
Doesn't necessarily mean nukes, if that's what we specified.
Like when they say like unidentified flying object, it means just like something on their little radar thing
on the
or
radar,
their sonar.
Yeah,
just something's on their instruments and they don't know what it is.
Exactly.
And it's probably just a bird.
It's probably just a bird.
I swear, like.
Yeah, it's probably just a bird. It's probably just a bird. This would be the This is what Vladimir Putin said when they think that he shot down a plane. It's like that was a flock of birds. Okay, that was a flock of birds.
That's a good character.
It's a great it's a great character. It was a freaking flock of birds. Why did you shoot this man? I thought he was a bird. I did.
Gotta say it with a Russian accent too.
I thought he was a bird.
I thought it was bird.
I thought it was bird. I thought it was bird. I shoot like bear.
Yes. It's not bear in sky.
No bear in sky.
And moose and squirrel.
Yes.
And squirrel. Flying through the air.
What was that?
It was a squirrel.
It must have been a bird. Bird. Cold bird.
Cold
bird. Yes. Cold bird. Like a puffin.
That was a good one.
Yes. Flip
that. Yeah, now he's actually pretty hot in the live action. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's nice.
Wait, who's that? Lila's older sister, I presume.
Yeah.
We know how to sell movies here. Hey, who are we fooling?
Yeah.
Men, we will like something more if there's a hot woman there. Okay.
Yeah. She's a good one.
She's pretty hot. Yeah.
Nothing bad to say.
Nothing bad to say. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I'll tell you.
Nice. So Lilo and Stitch in theaters now. Gotta see it. Now, Jack, before the podcast, you were telling me I haven't seen the original animated one. So
I have not seen the first original animated one. I've seen the sequel and the third one and the show.
That's interesting.
A lot of aliens in Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah,
I like it. I like how it's I remember the third Lilo and Stitch. I'm pretty sure he had a doppelganger. This is a very common trope in shows. Have you seen this trope?
Yeah, I can actually work down to a lot of them. So I think there's like one movie. I think it was like the last animated Lilo and Stitch movie thing, and it was called Leroy and Stitch.
Leroy and Stitch. Yeah, you remember it better than me. Yeah,
and that Jumba guy, he made a new experiment called 627.
627,
and he was an evil guy.
He was evil. I think he was a black Stitch.
No, it was red.
It was red? Okay, phew.
Yeah.
I remember him as black, which is, I was very young when I saw the movie.
That's racist, man.
It's totally racist. I thought the movie was being racist. Nope, turns out it was just me.
Yeah, that's right.
Red and blue.
So that's interesting. I think like in the first like animated one, it's like kind of really simple, just like we're in Hawaii.
Obama's there, in Hawaii.
And waves. Nice little relationship between Stitch, who kind of doesn't really fit in, and Lilo, who kind of doesn't fit in either.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice, and that's kind of heartwarming. And then kind of like...
means family.
Yeah.
Family means nobody left behind.
Just like that, Mr. Jack Daughtry. So you got it. And kind of like in the sequels and all the stuff you saw, it actually kind of just expands the lore so much.
Expands the lore,
because there's more just aliens coming down and people trying to get the aliens. I think it was kind of like Pokemon.
It was kind of like Pokemon. They're trying to catch the weird creature.
Yeah,
that's like a relatable thing in humanity.
Yeah,
I think we've caught the bee, we've caught the bird, we've caught the dog and the cat. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think just Pokemon was big at those times. So
yeah, Pokemon.
Yeah,
Pokemon.
I was the biggest Pokemon fan.
You were the biggest Pokemon fan.
Yeah,
Pokemon is great. I'll tell you.
Yeah, it is.
I like the South Park joke. Wow, the Japanese really know how to sell kids toys.
Okay.
It's that's a hilarious South Park joke. Yeah.
I forget what that one is, but
I forget too. But it was South Park.
Yeah. So Pokemon in theaters now.
Yeah, what's the freaking Pikachu? I choose you. Use Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Pika. Yeah.
I'm sure you can play Ash in like a live
Mhm.
action remake, Jack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's got the fingerless gloves.
you got a hat.
I got the hat.
He has
I
like
got
a
a couple
hat. He has
friends.
like a
Mhm.
vest. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a like rats give birth next to you. So
Yeah, they do.
rats just come
Yeah.
up to him, and we all learned
Yes.
that on the one of
Yeah.
the previous
Yeah. Rats.
episodes.
Mice.
And
Mice are
mice just
godless horse.
yeah,
Yeah. Mice are fucking and they're pushing out pups.
yep. They're just
Yeah.
pushing out in front of Jack Guthrie. Yeah,
Yeah. They're like jelly beans that
yeah,
wiggle. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah.
yeah.
These mice are fucking, bro. No.
Okay,
Yeah. I'll tell you. They
and
think
then
bunnies fuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, way to go, Jack. You're like a
Way to go.
real life Ash Ketchum there.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Think,
Let's go
think
to the
we can,
gym.
yeah, let's go to the gym. Think we can move
Uh-huh.
on to like
Uh-huh.
main subject tonight that we
Main
wanted to
subject,
talk
yeah.
about. Uh, both Jack and I are into stand-up comedy.
We're big into
Yeah,
stand up.
we're stand-up
Yeah.
comedians. So I
We're the
figure
best
we'd
at it.
talk about today. We talk about comedy, the state of comedy right now,
State of comedy.
and what we actually like about comedy, what really
What we
inspired,
like.
what inspires us to really
Mm-hmm.
do comedy. Why do we do comedy? So,
Mmm. Why
so
do we do
Jack,
it?
yeah, let's start the conversation here. Jack, do you have some favorite comedians you
I
like right now?
do.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, I like Mark Norman, Sam Morrell,
nice,
and Tim Dillon. Probably top three right now.
nice.
I also really like, Dan Soder's hilarious,
Yeah,
and who the fuck else is there? Anthony Jeselnik is criminally
yeah,
underrated.
yeah. He's like
Have you,
the
you seen
greatest.
him? Oh,
Yeah, I
dude,
think
he's
he's
great.
like one of my
He's
top.
so great.
Yeah,
Yeah. You've seen Jim Gaffigan?
yeah,
Jim Gaffigan's like he's a fucking comedy. He's a comedy creature, bro. He's a
creature.
freaking
Yeah,
animal comedian.
yeah.
But he's just so clean.
Jim Gaffigan. Yeah,
He's a machine. Yeah.
yeah. I think like a lot of comedians. I think Jim Gaffigan like comedians, and
Mhm.
for like a while, just comedians wanted to be like so clean because they wanted to
Yeah,
be
so
on
clean.
TV.
Yeah, and
They wanted to
he's a
get on
master clean
TV. Yeah,
comedy.
so
He's got some bad jokes, but
yeah,
they're fun. It's
yeah.
fun because you're not
He's still
expecting
like
them.
good. So it's
Yeah,
like
he's
he's
still
just a
so
good.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's just a good comic.
yeah, he's a
Yeah,
good guy. He's a great guy. My parents love Jim Gaffigan because he's so freaking clean.
yeah,
I mean, I say for the most part,
yeah,
he's got some boner pill jokes that I
yeah,
relate to, and
yeah. I
yeah,
think so.
hmm
I
yeah,
think like if you listen
I know,
to like I think I
hmm
listened to like Jim Gaffigan's like first album
yeah,
and
me
like I
too,
think I
yeah,
heard him say fuck on it
yeah,
like a couple
exactly,
of times. So
yeah,
so I think yeah, I can count on the like one hand the number of times I've heard him say fuck. So
exactly,
yeah,
yeah,
he's a good one.
hmm
So
oh yeah, he's fucking hilarious.
yeah.
I love the thing where he's like the French guy. He's like,
Yeah.
you know how dumb I think the Americans are.
Yeah.
I think the Americans are so dumb we can sell them water, bottled
Fuck.
water.
They were right.
I were right,
They
yeah.
were right because they got him. They got me.
The
You got me,
Americans are
Jim.
dumb, but I don't think they're so dumb they buy bottled water. Yes, they are. Yeah. Mhm.
You got my number.
Yeah, it's such a great joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Uh-huh.
a good one, man.
Yeah. I have a joke the big
Absolutely. Yeah.
dildo joke.
Okay, what's your big dildo joke?
Do you know those workout machines that are they're like shaped like a gun, but they have a vibrator on the top?
Okay, like,
That you pull the trigger, it's for your muscles.
oh, okay.
Some woman at Big Dildo was like, "Ladies, how are we going to how are we going to double the price and I'm fucking up
Yeah.
my own joke. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
How are we going to? How are we going to? How are we going? How are we going to double profits here at Big Dildo?
Okay.
Becky, any ideas? Maybe we could make the dildos look like guns and sell them to men and say it's for their big muscles. It's like, Becky, men are not that retarded. They're gonna buy dildos shaped like guns. Becky's like, yeah. Yes, they are.
Okay.
Which is, it's very similar. I'll
Okay,
tell
yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think you got something there. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think uh there's a lot of stuff that vibrates,
There is a lot of.
like any kind
toothbrushes,
of you just
thingies,
you just kind of
the tongues.
there's a lot of like vibrating
Yeah.
stuff that's kind of not
Mhm.
in a sex shop. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and you
Mhm.
kind of like find them at normal
Good
stores
vibes
and
everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah. Normal
just
stores.
just
Yeah. Even
massagers.
mhm.
Yeah,
Even massagers.
yeah, they
Yeah.
call them massagers. I guess. Yeah,
Massagers. Massage.
yeah, I guess so.
Mhm.
I think that's a marketing thing. I guess.
Yeah, because you don't want to say like
Yeah,
female masturbator, because
yeah.
that's like that. Look, I don't think women
That's like
like
if
that.
you're in a sex shop, you call it a female masturbator. So,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
if you're like in a normal shop, you call it the
Yeah.
massager.
Do you really want the? Do you want the device that says "I'm lonely"?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that. I don't know. Women will share dildos and shit like that. I know
Uh,
that's not.
They share them.
Oh yeah.
That's you're sure it's not in just in porn or if it's in real life.
I can guarantee you women will share dildos. I don't. I've never seen it before. I just know it happens. Okay. People will share a lot of things.
Yeah, I swear. I was in like a regular shop. I don't know
Mhm.
what it was. I think it was like a I want to say Pier One Imports, but that's not right.
Pure One
And I
Imports.
swear it was
Hmm.
like I just saw
Yeah.
100% just vibrating long microphone stick.
Yeah.
Looks like
It does look like a microphone.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah. I'll tell you.
just the Hitachi magic wand, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, it was just on the shelves.
It
So,
was just on the
but it
shelves.
wasn't. It didn't say female masturbator. Didn't
Hmm.
say vibrator. Just said massager.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
So
Massager.
just like
Hmm.
yeah. So I think it's like a marketing thing.
I think you're correct.
Yeah.
Dildo is such a fun word to say.
Yeah, it is.
Vibrator.
Dildo.
Dildo. Yeah.
Get the
Oh
dildo.
my god, this is so
That's
embarrassing. I left my
dildo.
dildo in my drawer. That's that.
Fun.
What's that buzzing noise? It's like that
Dildo.
that's my dildo.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard like a have you ever seen Fight Club?
Yeah.
Of course.
Seen Fight Club.
The
Yeah.
the broiest movie of the
Great.
broiest movies.
Greatest
This is the
movie of
chick.
all time.
This is like if
Yeah.
if Clueless had a male version.
Okay.
It's like this is the opposite of a chick flick.
Yeah.
Chicka, not a chick flick.
Yeah.
This is Fight
It's a
Club.
man flick.
It's a man flick. Yes, it's a man
Go.
flick.
Yeah.
It's
Leave your
total
girlfriend
bro.
at home, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Leave the girls at home, man.
Yeah, it's a bunch of dudes
It
beating
says,
each other up.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
The freaking Fight Club. I forget where I was fucking
Yeah.
going with that, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
You
fucking.
forgot the
I'm
joke,
not gonna.
man.
I forgot the fucking joke, dude.
Yeah.
That something about Fight Club and how broy it is.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they left a dildo in the freaking like you know how Tyler Durden leaves a dildo
Yeah.
in the narrator's bag.
Yeah.
I remember talking to my friends who's female.
Hmm.
They were like, "Oh my!" There was like a buzzing in her drawer.
Yeah.
And she was like, "I left my dildo in there," and
Okay.
I was just like, "Oh, that's." I thought it was funny, and she looked embarrassed
Yeah.
because yeah, women, you know, do you really want to put in is how I know women squirt and cream and shit like that. It's not,
Yeah.
but like, if a woman's
That's
like,
called nature.
it's called nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Men
God.
cream too, but
Yeah.
we all do that.
Yeah.
Pretty
There's
much all of us do that.
yeah. There's
Yeah.
sticky stuff and
Sticky stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Gotta get rid of the sticky stuff.
Gotta get rid of the sticky stuff. And it's edible and what
Yeah.
I eat some fucking pineapple, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you. Nothing beats a blowjob.
Yeah. Okay.
Like what really, what beats a blowjob?
I have this one thing I want to do. I guess it's a
Mhm.
bit.
Yeah.
It's involves. Have you seen the movie Dune?
I've continually not seen it. I
Okay.
hate to say it. I just
Yeah.
need to see this movie, dude.
Yeah. This is why I guess I don't want to do this joke because on in Dune, uh,
Huh?
Javier Bardem's character is constantly kind of obsessed with like water and keeping water.
Yeah, they're big on the water.
Yeah. So like he's
What are
like
you doing?
if somebody
Uh-huh.
dies,
Uh-huh.
just put them in this machine that sucks all the water out of their body.
Yeah.
And if you have to puke, he's like, "Don't puke, because we need the water." So that's like a scene in the movie. So I want to do this one bit where if you get a blowjob on in Arrakis in Dune, you have to swallow because you can't waste the water. Yeah,
That's a great, yeah.
yeah.
Swallow, bitch. There's
Swallow,
people
don't waste the
starving on
water.
Mars right now. There are
Starving in
thirsty
Dune.
children
They're thirsty, yeah.
in Guatemala.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
want to do that bit on stage,
Mhm.
but I can't be assured that everybody's seen Dune
Exactly.
because you haven't seen
I
it
haven't seen it.
and you
I
don't know what it's
should.
about.
It's about water. Like, you know, like how there was an article
Yeah.
I remember one of my high school teachers saying is like, you know, the next war is not going to be fought over oil.
Okay.
It's going to be fought over water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water.
Yes. Water.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we're fucking surrounded by fucking water.
Yeah.
It's in the air, in the fucking ocean.
Yeah. There's like mostly water.
It's mostly fucking water.
Yeah.
And they say it's like, it's tough to like, oh, it's really hard to get the salt out of water. Yeah. It's really hard. It's hard. Tough. They have, yeah.
Well, are we gonna die because of it?
No, we're not.
We gotta get the salt out of the water. It's that or die.
It's not that hard to get salt out of water. And we're gonna die anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I looked on the news today and preparing for the Tism report.
Okay.
And one of the articles said people know they're gonna die.
Yeah.
That was literally the title of the article. I'm like, the news has got the news. There's no news going on today.
Yeah.
The news is just grappling at fear mongering, you know?
Yeah, I think that was weird. I saw like this one article where this
super weird, yeah.
This politician was at like a town hall.
Interesting.
And
town hall.
One of the people in the audience was like, "If you cut the Medicaid, then the people will die." He didn't sound like that, but
yeah.
If you cut Medicaid, people will die.
Yeah.
And the politician was like, "Oh, we're all gonna die."
Exactly, yeah.
That's not what you want to hear.
That's not what you want to hear from the politician.
Freaking insane, dude.
Yeah, it's totally insane.
I swear to God.
Well, technically it's the opposite of insane. It's totally rational.
Yeah,
but you know, it's to say that to somebody.
Yeah,
when you're a politician,
yeah, when you're
make
a politician,
something up.
Yeah.
Lie to our faces, please. You're supposed to do that.
Yeah,
you know?
Just like
please. No one's gonna die if I'm elected.
Yeah, when a politician says something like that, your only logical response is, "Okay, you first."
Yeah,
that's insane.
It is totally insane.
Whoever this,
I'm the only one who can keep you alive.
Yeah,
yeah.
Lock this woman up immediately.
Lock her up.
We're gonna vote somebody in who doesn't say that stupid shit.
I'm gonna live forever. I don't know what you guys are thinking.
Gotta get rid of the lady.
This is my prediction. I'm never dying.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I believe you.
Yeah, that's not that.
Probably never die.
Yeah, definitely believe me. That's totally gonna not happen.
Cool.
Death. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna break the Guinness.
Yeah, fuck that lady.
Fuck that lady. See, yeah. But if you're who the fuck is trying to be a politician?
Yeah.
That's
just like fucking mental people.
Mental people.
Just like people who didn't get enough attention and they just need more attention.
And we're comedians, so we of course know we have the perfect amount. We of course we don't crave attention at all. As comedians. Right. Yeah. There's no there's no one disagreeing you can hear. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just
because
some people.
We're correct.
Yeah, there's just some people out there who want attention.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, we don't want any of your attention.
Yeah, here's my thing. I think there's
obviously.
Yeah, I think there's actually a couple kinds of people out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've met,
I like this.
Comics who are just kind of genuinely passionate about writing jokes.
Yeah, genuinely passionate.
Just definitely want to do this seriously and just want to tell their jokes.
Yeah.
And then there are people out there, the second kind, people just kind of want attention.
Yeah.
People who just want to just get up attention in front of the microphone.
Me.
And just have people listen to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we can ask yourself this. Jack, do you want to genuinely like write jokes and be disciplined in the art of stand-up comedy, or do you just want attention?
Why can't I have both?
Yeah, I think so, man.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe you got something.
You got now. It gets a little like
it's kind of murky,
I repeat the jokes. I mean, it's a little murky. I repeat the jokes to get them better. You know, so you actually have like a refined set that's your own stuff.
Yeah, you like tell the jokes over and over again on different days and nights.
And that's how you actually like that's how a smart person builds their routine because it's actually work.
So,
you can be funny ranting and raving like ourselves.
Yeah.
and we are
like,
probably it's something we might actually want to be a little bit more humble about how good we are at it because we're so great.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
There's some
exactly. I mean, other people are not as humble as us because they are totally not great.
Yeah,
we are better than them. So
I'm way more humble than you.
Yes, indeed, and I can't be humble because I am. No. We're humble because we're better than everyone else.
I'm humble because
that's why.
Listen to that Kendrick Lamar song.
Sit down, be humble. Yeah, exactly. But I can't. I haven't been so long since I listened to that humble song. It's a great song. It's a great song.
Did it at the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, it's a great song. He did Good Kids, Mad City. That's a great Kendrick song.
Yeah.
Barus and Crips all got along. They probably got me down by the end of the song. Seemed like the whole city go against me every time I'm in the street. Yeah, man down. And I was N words and galore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I meant to say, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Breaking news. Comedian says the N word.
No, don't do it. No. Don't, Jack.
I said the N and word. That's what the order.
You gotta be careful, Jack.
We gotta be careful. We don't want to get famous.
You're young. You can't throw your life away like this.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you.
Don't
throw your life away. Yeah. Saying the N word is like, bro, I'll tell you. I once had a therapist named Jay. I'm not going to say his real name because I think that he said a first session I had with him, he said the N word.
Okay.
I'm like, I think it was the first. He was like, "Don't worry, I'm Italian." My favorite. This is like the most likable guy who's ever like just been openly racist. By the way, I don't want to. Okay, so he said the. I'm like, bro, I don't want to like complain, but like that's people could get the wrong idea. And he's like, oh, don't worry, I'm Italian.
Okay.
He's basically an African.
Yeah.
Basically an African.
Have you seen? I do this bit.
Yeah, you do this bit.
That crazy viral video lady that got caught on video screaming the N-word at a small child.
No, okay. I have not seen it, but I remember. I know your joke on stand-up. Yeah,
yeah,
which is good.
So yeah.
Should
I do that joke?
I want to hear it again. Yeah, it's a good one.
So this crazy lady,
off the dome.
Oh, I'm gonna break. Okay, so this crazy lady was caught on video screaming the N-word at a small child. When I heard that, I was shocked because I didn't know that women played video games. Yeah, here she is out here using gamer words.
Gamer words.
Clearly.
Yeah.
And the worst part about that whole story was after the video came out, this lady got on GoFundMe and raised $500,000.
A lot of N-word supporters, it seems.
Yeah, that's crazy. My question is, what is she gonna do with the money? What is she possibly gonna do? She doesn't have legal bills.
No legal bills, goddamn.
No nothing. No hospital bills.
No bills.
What's she gonna do? She gonna travel the country calling small children the N-word? Is she gonna build a robot that calls small children the N-word?
N-word.
That'd be like me if I went into a Starbucks and then took a shit on the floor, and then I went on GoFundMe and was like, "Hey guys, I need some money. I just took a shit on the floor, just in the Starbucks. It was a big shit. It was like a venti shit."
Coffee does make you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, coffee.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's good.
Thank you, coffee.
Thank you, coffee. Oh yeah. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know the GoFundMe thing. I know a girl who did what's her name? She did a GoFundMe because she was homeless.
Okay. Seems like a good way to do.
Seems like a good way to do
GoFundMe. Yeah.
GoFundMe.
Gotta buy a home.
Yeah. And that was cool. Although and I don't want to I don't have no idea what her story is. I talked to her a couple times at school.
Yeah.
She is squatting.
Okay.
And I'm like, to me, it's weird, like, I don't know, to have the I don't want to be like you gotta be really homeless. You gotta be a real
Yeah.
hobo.
Yeah.
Girl, you gotta be a hobo
That'd be a hobo.
to be homeless. Yeah. But like that's
Yeah.
kind of like where I think that how I think of homeless. I
Yeah.
know technically she's probably right,
Yeah. It's weird
but
how we think about it.
it's weird how we think about it,
Yeah. It's like when we think about, I guess, homeless people, we always just think about people on the side of the street with signs.
Yeah, please help.
Shit, yeah.
US Army.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Grandpa is.
Yeah, so I guess homelessness can really look a lot of different ways, Mr.
Yeah,
Gangster.
it
Yeah.
looks a lot of different ways. Have you ever heard, Buddhism, right?
Yeah.
You know the story with Siddhartha, how he was supposed to be king of the world or the best religious figure of all time. Remember that?
Okay.
I like how his dad was like, he should be the king. He should reign with an iron fist. And he was like, fuck you, dad.
Okay.
I'm going to be a best hobo ever.
Okay.
And he was just a homeless.
Nice.
Like he had everything in the world as a rich kid. And then he decided to do with that and be homeless.
Okay.
Live under a freaking bridge. And he invented Buddhism. I live under a tree. And he invented Buddhism.
Cool.
Yeah. And he was either the king of the world or king of the hobos, and he chose hobos. I think that's that's like a teenager rebellion story, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
What else are you gonna do?
What else am I gonna do?
Okay.
Maybe a homeless woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear.
I swear too.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
what were we talking
We're
about?
okay.
What
Yeah.
were we talking about?
We're talking about homeless, and then we fucking talked about comedy, right?
Okay.
Yeah. What was the first set you did? Who was there?
Okay, I have a really good story on
I have
this
a great
one.
story too for this.
So, my first set ever I was actually 14 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, I did it at a middle school talent show.
Sick.
So, at our school there, at the end of the year, about summertime, around June, this time of the year, we would have this big old talent show.
Mhm.
And some of the students could get up and show some of their talents.
Mhm.
And it was held in the cafetorium. It was
Cafetorium.
kind of like our cafeteria / auditorium.
Yeah,
But
we had one of those too. The
Yeah,
cafetorium. It's a good combo. It's pork.
yeah,
Mhm.
so we were in that, and some reason we didn't have enough chairs, so
Mhm.
some of us kiddos had to sit on the ground,
Cheap
cross-legged. Yeah,
fucking communist government.
yeah. So I didn't much like sitting on the ground because it made my legs numb.
It does.
So when I heard one of the years the talent show was coming up, I said to myself, I don't want to sit on the ground.
Mhm.
I thought to myself, how can I get out of sitting out on this ground? And I thought to myself, you know what? If I was in the talent show,
Mhm.
I wouldn't have to sit through the talent show.
Smart.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I thought to myself, what could I do as my talent? And then I said, stand up, stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't have to sit on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it all happened. Then, so talent show came around. We actually did a rehearsal for the talent show, and I actually dropped an F-bomb. So yeah,
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
yeah. I almost got in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, no, you can't do that. You can't say the F-bomb.
Well, you know.
So yeah, they had to do
Yeah.
that whole thing. Made it through, but
Everybody swears.
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I swear we swear. In
We
the
swear.
school.
Yeah, it's middle school.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So talent show comes
Mhm.
up.
Mhm.
I do my set. I don't say the F-bomb. Everybody in school laughs.
Hell yeah.
I do a really good job,
Nice.
and I got second place in the talent show.
Fuck yeah, dude. Second place?
Yeah.
Dude, that's dope, man.
Dope.
Second place.
Yeah. So
Who came in first, by the way?
this girl who played piano and sang.
That is a pretty good talent.
Yep.
Yeah. The musical
good,
act.
yeah.
Yeah, the musical act.
She was pretty good.
Yeah.
Hard to compete there.
Hard to
So,
compete with someone who's playing an instrument
I did
and
my
singing.
best, yeah.
Yeah.
Did my best. So
We would beat it with our AOC
as in eighth
freestyle,
grade,
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would beat that.
Yeah. No, you got no chance.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah,
Okay,
heart loves AOC.
So from then on, I decided, you know what? Maybe I could be a stand-up comedian.
And you are.
Yep, and here I am.
Yeah, one of the funniest in the state.
Yeah.
That's what they say in Rumford, I think.
Yeah.
It's like, that Chris Fritz was the funniest man I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I've never seen a funnier man than Chris Fritz.
Yeah, I did a show there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a show in Rumford, I think earlier this year. Like
Chris Fritz was so funny earlier this year.
Yeah.
He didn't make a single joke about how our town smells like farts.
Jack, you don't want to insult
I have
people
family in Rumford. Yeah. Yes, the town smells like farts, though. It smells like ka-ching is what it's paper town.
Yeah.
They're making paper.
Yeah, they got a paper mill.
Yeah.
And if you know anything about paper mills,
smelly.
Yeah, they're smelly.
Yeah.
Don't know how it is.
Stinkers.
They're making paper out of wood.
Making paper out of the wood.
Paper doesn't stink. Wood doesn't stink. What the heck are they doing?
I don't know.
To make it stink.
The sticks.
What are they doing?
Stink of the paper mill.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing, but when the wind blows a certain direction, it's like, does somebody freaking smoke weed or something?
Yeah.
I remember when we were little kids, we thought the paper mill was a skunk.
Yeah.
Maybe someone just smoked weed. I have memories of like smelling skunk where I really shouldn't have as a child, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure she was smoking weed.
Yeah, could have been a skunk.
Could have been a skunk though, you know.
Sometimes there's skunks.
Skunko, yeah.
I've seen skunks
I've seen them.
Yeah, one time I saw a skunk. It was just like out there, just in my yard.
Yeah, they're about.
Yeah.
I saw yesterday. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw a coyote.
Nice.
I've only seen 3 before in the wild, and I say the wild. I saw one down in Massachusetts. I saw one at my old house. The big coyote, and then last night I saw when walking my dog. My dog smelled it and was like, and I'm like, the coyote was still. So I'm like, I was my dog Nelly. I'm like, Nelly, if the coyote charges, we're fighting to the death.
Yeah.
We're killing this coyote.
Well, yeah. It's like,
yep.
Have you seen that movie The Gray starring Liam Neeson?
Part of the Gray. I haven't seen it though.
He literally just 90 minutes of him fighting wolves.
Fuck yeah.
Just in the snow, he's fighting wolves.
Yeah. Beating up puppy wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's it. So you were like that with your dogs.
Yeah, we were going to fight to the death.
Fighting to the death, yeah.
Yeah, I was running. The coyote like stands still.
Yeah.
My dog was like pulling at my lead. I'm like, we're not going to fight the coyote, dog. The coyote has to hit us first.
Yeah.
Then we can claim self-defense. Then we can kill the coyote and be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, way to go.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you this question. What was your first time doing stand-up like?
Oh my God, dude. So I did. It starts where I did LSD.
Okay.
Last time I did LSD.
Okay. So far, so good.
So far, so good. I did LSD and I posted it to my Snapchat story.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm out of LSD. I might as well.
Yeah.
You know, I have no more. There's no more LSD evidence.
Yeah.
So I posted it to my Snapchat story. I said something about Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. You know that Beatles song?
Yeah.
It's like LSD.
Yeah.
Nobody got that reference. I biked around on acid. I went to a bar. I just read the Comedy Bible again. And I went to a barbecue. There was a guy there. I didn't know he was gay at the time.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to do stand-up comedy tomorrow. I was high on acid.
Yeah, you were high.
So that was the inspiration of why I started doing stand-up comedy. And he was like, oh, his name was he's a Spanish guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Not gonna say his name.
Okay.
Call him Mr. H.
Okay.
Older gentleman.
Yeah.
In his 60s, but he's Hispanic, so he ages quite gracefully.
Okay. Cool.
You know, he works at a grocery store.
Yeah.
We have.
Yeah.
And we do. Yeah. So he was like, we should go to stand-up. And I was judging this guy like, oh, this is awesome. We can go to stand-up. And we went with this other guy named Josh.
Okay.
And we went to stand-up. I did really well.
Okay. Where was this?
This was remember the spot that closed down? Every Sunday we would have it. Oh, Chris, we both went to this spot. Oh my God, I'm blanking on it. It's Free Street.
Yeah. Free Street. There you go. That's a place.
The last time I went there was on shrooms. And I bombed.
Okay.
It was in front of only comics, so they'd all heard the jokes before, and I was on shrooms and on marijuana.
Okay. So first time, how'd it go?
So first time, I actually did really well.
Okay.
I did really well, and the thing that I was a little bit. Now this is where it gets a little suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any questions, please ask me. I was invited over to the man's house.
Okay.
Nothing. Now I don't have it, and I didn't know he was gay at the time.
Okay.
So I walk in, and he gives me a kiss on the cheek, and I think because he's Hispanic that is just normal.
Yeah.
Well, and he's got an accent. He speaks Spanish, so I'm like, well, what the fuck? Of course, of course, he would kiss me on the cheek. I'm a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
I'm very sexy.
Yeah.
And that's my rationale now. At the time, I was like, well, I like being hugged and whatever, kissed.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh, you should see my smoking room in the basement.
Okay.
And we went down the basement. He's like, do you want alcohol? It was Monday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll pass for the alcohol, but I could smoke weed, Chris.
Yeah.
Well, I was down in the basement. We were dancing, smoking weed. Okay. He was drinking, smoking weed, and I should have seen. What I learned was if you're drinking around a gay guy, don't know he's gay, and smoking weed with him in his house in his basement, he might just reach over and kiss you on the mouth, and that's exactly what happened. And and in that moment, I remember being scared. Yeah. I was like, I didn't see that coming.
Yep.
I should have seen that coming.
Whoops.
I started to walk away. I'm like, you're not gonna murder this is how smooth I was. I said, you're not gonna murder me, right? Because that was my first instinct. You're not gonna murder me, right? And he was like, oh. And I was like, okay, phew. I was like his word was good enough for me. Yeah. So he was just like, you want to stick around? You can sleep over. I'm like, I'm okay. So he was like, I have HBO Max. And I was about to leave, and I turned, and I'm like, we watched South Park, right? Yeah. So I'm not proud of this. Okay. He was like, you can still smoke. He's like, you don't have to just stay in the smoke room. You could just smoke. And I thought I was gay at the time. Okay. I had a gal pal. Yeah. He told me he was jealous of women because he was gay when it wasn't. He said it was the best time to be gay ever. Is what he was saying. It was like, I used to be gay when it wasn't cool. It's so cool now to be gay. And I was like, all right, this guy's
too mainstream.
It's too mainstream.
He was there. He was there like in the early days.
Yeah, exactly. He was there. He was hip.
Yeah.
He
do it like
exactly.
Back alleys,
married men,
clubs,
different clubs. That's what he was telling me.
Thing, yeah.
So he was enchanting me with stories like this. Like I blew a married guy, and his wife never found out. This was back in 1990, whatever. Yeah. And we held hands, smoking marijuana. Yeah. There was an ashtray, and there was like a food thing on the bed. And I was like, I know. And now I was sitting there eating food, smoking marijuana. No one eats and smokes marijuana ever. Yeah. Like his bed rocked back and forth. I almost wanted to fuck him like that. Like it almost turned me fully gay. But he was like old enough where he was like 60 and I was 19. Yeah. So I was like, this age difference is a little bit. It's like I'm okay with it, but it's not. I'm okay with an age difference that different. I'm just like.
Gonna fuck him and then die, I guess.
Exactly, yeah.
He's gonna die.
He's like, you want a blowjob? I'm like, I'm all set. And we watched, and he's a nice guy, but I did leave. I sobered up after the smoke sesh on the bed with a glass ashtray. It was very romantic. Okay. We're still fine with each other. Yeah. I don't think that kissing me on the mouth was that probably wasn't the best move. I'm not offended. Yeah. But that was a little bit where I was like, you know
what?
That wouldn't fly today. But that's probably what they did back in the day, honestly. They could you couldn't do that on a college campus. Yeah. You couldn't do that at work, I'll tell you that much, yeah.
No, not today. But
yeah.
So that was the first time you did stand up.
That was the first time I did stand up
And an old guy tried to fuck you.
He tried to fuck me. Which means I have great genetics, I think, Chris, Yeah.
a lot of different stories.
We have a lot of good different stories. Yeah, interesting stories. Yeah, I'll tell you.
I was like, yeah, I was 14, and yours was like, yeah, an old guy tried to fuck.
Yeah, and I almost let him. His house was pretty awesome. I'll tell you. Yeah, he's not a bad dude. He just
yeah.
Just lured me to his basement and kissed me on the mouth. It was. I don't see. Yeah,
that's what comedians do.
That's what comedians do. That's how you get better at comedy. Honestly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta do that. So.
You have to have that experience.
Yeah, a little bit. I think what we're doing, kind of like in comedians, like think
what we're doing,
these days. I think what they really want is just to kind of just have a comic be real with them.
Yeah, the authenticity is huge.
Yeah, so if you got to be real with an audience and tell things about real life, jokes that are just kind of down to earth and relatable. Yeah, so try to do that, Mr. Guthrie.
Oh yeah, we try, Chris. I got this. You know how we both love the news. We both like watching the news. It's exciting.
Yeah.
I have this joke where if I'm ever on the news, I'm gonna be like, "What do you think of this scandal?" I'm gonna be like, "I don't trust anything you people say anymore."
Okay.
I was like, "Boom, yeah, that'd be badass." Yeah.
Probably gonna edit it out, but
yeah. That one was so bad no one's laughing. Yeah. Good God, yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, I'll tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you. Do you have any new stuff we should work out as Jeff? You want to work out?
Yeah.
You want to work out? Let's do it.
Let's go into my smoking basement.
Let's go into the smoking basement and work out.
Yeah, kind of.
You know how one of the comics he works out high on marijuana.
Yeah.
That's like the guy who's like, I get drunk and do my homework.
Okay,
it's like,
cool.
That's like, okay, I guess that works. Yeah.
You can do your homework.
Yeah. I'm gonna smoke weed at the gym, get drunk, do my fucking algebra.
Yeah.
My math.
Yeah.
My numbers.
Could that be a joke?
You can count on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Count you get drunk, so that's your new joke?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, whatever.
My freaking I get like
yeah, like okay, Jack. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What's your writing process?
Dude, I write like an insane person.
Yeah. Okay.
I wake up and write jokes.
Okay.
If I don't, well, I mean, I'm obviously I wake up, I write jokes, I do push-ups.
Okay.
And I've continued writing as many jokes as I can think of.
Okay.
At nighttime, I'm in bed and I write jokes in pitch blackness.
Okay.
Like a real monster.
Okay, cool.
So like half the shit that I've written is like over something else.
Yeah.
And it's like heavier in the pen. It looks like a crazy person has been like writing. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Is a crazy person has written something over something in pitch blackness. I'm reading my comedy set in pitch blackness because I've sold my cell to Satan. You know, that's how and some of them are really good. Some of them are absolutely disgustingly bad. Where I'm just like, okay. You know, like sometimes when you have like a thought, you're like, that's a great thought, and then when you write it down, you're like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Like let's see what I got like from last night. If you're not sure, I'll tell you. Okay. Oh man,
you write on your phone?
Yeah, I write on my phone now. Okay. I've filled notebooks up, and I will reread the notebooks because they have like a bunch of notes on.
Do you have notebooks on your phone?
Yeah, I filled my fucking notes app with jokes, so I just copied and pasted it into a journal thing. Okay, so I use the journal app now.
The journal app, that's what it's at.
So this is like since it's something I wrote. I wrote this last night. In darkness.
Okay.
I'm addicted to Mommy Blow's best videos on X videos. I'm disgusting.
Okay.
I'm addicted to Mommy Blow's best videos on X videos. I'm disgusting.
Okay. What's probably okay? I'm gonna regret this, but what's Mommy Blow's best?
It's Mommy Blow's best is why I think Freud is correct about his theories about your little girls and little boys.
Okay.
Crack boosts confidence. To be homeless. That's another one I wrote in pitch blackness.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to Iraq. I'm going to be homophobic and a pedophile simp to gain their trust.
Okay. That's kind of weird.
I'm going to go into a business meeting.
Okay.
Being openly homophobic with these Iraqis.
Okay.
And and the pedophile simp to gain their trust.
Okay, it's kind of like, I guess in that joke, you kind of just assume that Iraqis are
Pedophiles.
homophobic, yeah, and
Homophobic,
pedophiles,
pedophile,
yeah.
and not all of them, but I am.
So yeah,
I look. They do have laws against homosexuality and
okay,
laws protecting 9-year-olds from getting married.
yeah,
Okay, that's lacking context.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think like these days, especially, it's
mm-hmm.
kind of
It's a little racist.
yeah, a little
It's
bit.
not.
Yeah, you're kind
There's
of
a
are
law.
just kind of generalizing about
Yes.
these people, and
Yeah,
yeah, and I
it is
guess
generalizing. Yeah.
yeah, I guess I know. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
think the internet these days is
Yeah,
like
the internet.
super, really sensitive
Yeah, the
to the
internet's
racial
of
material.
course,
So
we wouldn't. I don't.
yeah,
I did
so
in Iraqi.
yeah,
Okay, I won't.
so
I'm not. But the law is like they do have. They do marry 9-year-olds in
okay,
Iraq,
okay.
which is not
I
common
don't care. What do
knowledge.
you want me to do?
I mean, I don't care. I
Yeah,
don't really want the kids to be.
it's very far away from
It's
me,
very far away. I'm
and
look.
I
I
kind
don't
of have
want
a
it
lot of
here.
problems here.
There are problems here. Exactly.
I got stuff
I
to
know.
kind of worry about
Yeah,
too.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
you know,
So yeah.
if we like this is like the attitude here would be like we're better than Iraq. Not that we are. It's a different
Oh
culture.
yeah, yeah.
They
So
also marry their cousins.
yeah, I think
We could talk about how much I wanted to marry my cousin in Iraq. I'd go there.
again, yeah, I think
Always wanted to fuck my
just
cousin.
these days, yeah,
Yeah,
just the racial stuff,
the
man.
racial stuff. Yeah,
I
that,
think
no, it's not
kind of
racial. It's
just lay
cultural.
off it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lay
I'm
off the
not.
racial stuff.
Yeah,
Hey,
I think the
mhm.
internet's kind of like
The
that, and it's
internet
just really
it
sensitive to
is sensitive. Yeah,
the racial
you
joke.
know, I love
So
Iraqis.
I think we've
I've
had
kissed. I've kissed one. I have a
okay,
picture of me kissing an Iraqi.
okay, cool.
Cool. Yeah, I have. Okay,
But yeah,
one last part of
so
that joke.
I guess that's my advice. Just
You have good advice. I
yeah.
take your advice.
So maybe kind of lay off
Kind
the
of lay off
racial
the
stuff.
racial
So I
stuff.
think we've had like a
Mhm.
lot of times,
Yes, a
just
lot
a
of
lot of
times
times on the internet where this racial material just very handled very poorly.
handled very poorly.
And
Matt Rife like,
yeah,
which I don't want to
no,
defend
so
anything
yeah,
offensive, but it does boost popularity and it does get you attention on the internet, which is good for clicks.
cool,
Cool. I
great,
Yeah. Okay.
great. I
I
love
have one more
cool.
piece about the offensive
Sometimes I
racist
don't.
Iraqi bit.
Yeah.
One more thing. Just one. I'm going to be in this meeting building trust with Iraqis.
Okay.
I'm going to say, and I would never regret this, Chris.
Yeah.
I've always said this. How many kids can I fuck here to build your trust?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I don't know.
I thought that
Seems
was
like a
funnier. Okay,
okay.
it was a little funny. How many kids would I have to fuck to gain your trust?
Maybe
Not
go to.
funny. Whatever.
Also, you make that joke
Yeah.
about like Catholic priests.
I
So
do.
maybe make it that.
Yeah.
Maybe turn it into that.
During the Catholic priests are
Yeah.
a softer target.
Yeah, I think like
It's the same premise, but Catholic priests are a little
Catholic priest
softer
isn't.
target.
Yeah, it isn't a race.
It's not a race. Well, I mean,
Catholic priest.
I say in Iraq, I guess they're it is
Yeah.
kind of implied.
Also, who cares about Iraq anymore?
Yeah.
Also, like I
We
don't
went to
believe.
war there a long time ago
Yeah, it was like a long.
for oil and shit.
Yeah, so we did that, and now I guess not a lot of people really think about it.
Yeah, we're
not,
better off not thinking about
yes,
whatever.
It's not in the news.
It's not in the news. Who
It's not
cares
in-
if we were in Afghanistan as a war?
Yeah,
Who
I don't
cares?
really.
We're in a war. Forget about it.
Yeah.
It's like that's
whole
far
thing, yeah.
fucking way. It is far fucking way. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to like I speaking of how I got into comedy, I did an Iraqi girl. Her brother was selling cocaine.
Okay.
I was dating a cocaine dealer's sister. I didn't know it at the time.
That was really dangerous, if I'm being honest.
Honestly, it was. He did punch me in the nuts once in high school, and then he got suspended for fighting somebody ran. JJ.
There's a
Just
lot.
call him JJ. Yeah, there's a lot there. He couldn't finish high school.
I think high school has just turned into Fight Club now. I swear to God.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened. Did I tell you that there was a fight club at my? Did I tell you that we had a fight club on the cross country team?
I think maybe.
Oh, okay,
maybe
yeah,
a little bit, but
it was, we got rid of it.
I just
The last fight.
Yeah.
I think we had a draw. I think me and this guy named Jake draw. We had a draw fight. I don't know what we were fighting about.
Just Fight Club.
It was Fight Club, yeah.
It's Fight Club. You just fight.
You just fight. I lost my first time at Fight Club, and we couldn't like punch each other because that would leave a bruise. That would like we were anti like because it it's not definitely not this doesn't happen anymore to my knowledge at our school.
I don't.
Yeah,
I haven't been in high school for a while.
Yeah, me as well.
For a good long time. All I just know is what I hear.
Exactly. All I know is what I hear.
You gotta knock it off with the fight clubs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we did. We have knocked it off.
Knock it off with the fight club.
My senior year, we knocked it off. I was the one who stopped the fight club.
Okay, that's good.
And then brought it back for one last night. But okay, hey. That's neither here nor there. That's the facts. Yeah. Yeah. So, offensive Iraqi jokes. Yes, they marry 9-year-old girls.
Okay. I want to do this one, like, event thing.
Yes.
Where it's, like, open mic night, but open fight night.
Open fight night.
Where you just get random people to sign up to fight people.
It's a fun idea. Yeah. Why not, like, because,
fine. You get 3 minutes. I'll give you a light at 2.
Yeah.
Just go to town.
Just go to town. People. Just fight people. Just get a lot of people like
you just bring
physical intimacy, and sometimes the best way to do it is by fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open fight nights.
Open fight nights.
That's gonna be my next $1 billion idea.
It's a great $1 billion. Fight Club is already so successful. Just professionalize it, make it cheaper,
and be like an audience.
Yeah, be like an audience.
Yeah. It's just like go to town, fight.
We're a touch-starved country. We're a touch-starved country.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense that people would do dumb things for physical contact.
Yeah.
Like fire, and that's perfectly normal. Yeah. Normal when we were children, we fought.
I need like a right venue for this fight night. Where do you think it could be?
We had Fight Club in the public park.
In the public park?
Yeah.
Well, it seems too public.
It is very public, yeah. I mean,
so the audience alcohol.
We need a fucking liquor license for that, though. Don't you think? Or unless we're sharing it.
Yeah, just making up random ideas.
It's a good idea, though.
Okay,
yeah. I think it's a good idea. Fight Club in the park, serve some alcohol, adults only.
Yeah.
Okay, there's that. How many kids have to fuck in your trust joke? Bootleg liquor to Native American reservations.
Again, racial stuff.
Racial stuff. Exactly, the racial stuff. I like the racial stuff. I know it freaking. Why are you bringing race into the conversation? We've been doing that for years.
Yeah, my thing is, I just honestly think it's still a very modern thing, and I think previous generations of stand-up comics have done quite a lot of racial material.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of worn out.
Back in the day, so.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
It was much more popular back in the day.
Yeah.
But these days, it's
taboo.
I think maybe audiences are just kind of sour on it.
They're a little bit more sour on it.
Yeah.
I think there's some unless there's something new direction you can go with it. I think that you're 100% correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. Yeah. Because we're getting there. If you
I don't know.
Yeah. I think the topic of relationship. I've dated people who are very diverse. I don't want to. I'm trying not to brag. I've hit all the boxes.
Okay.
So I don't know
if that's an excuse or
it's not an excuse. It's not. I would never. It would never excuse any of the things that I would say about Palestine. Thanks, woman. Or China.
Yeah.
Like Chinese women are all orphans. Everyone knows that.
Okay.
No. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. In my experience, they are, though.
Okay.
Yeah. I know it's not. Obviously, it's not true. Let's see. Drugs are a superpower. This is another nighttime one where I write into pitch blackness. Yeah.
Craziness.
Yes.
Where are you going with this?
Where am I going with it? Drugs are a superpower. I think that I have a ADHD medication prescription.
Okay.
I don't know how, but I think that might be the reason I haven't failed out of college yet.
Okay,
That
that's good.
might be a contributing factor.
Yeah.
It
Maybe.
is. It is.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's almost like you have like a
Mm-hmm.
condition, and if you take
Mm-hmm.
the medicine that will help you with your
Fixes the problem. It's
condition,
pretty
then
great.
then
Yeah.
you will be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will be better if you take the medicine. You're right, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not possessed by the devil or
I
what.
yeah. My head is
That's
infected
like a
with
mental stuff.
devils.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do that bit where
Mm-hmm.
like we don't have autism. And back in the day, they just thought we were possessed by the devil or whatever. Yeah.
He's got the ADHD devil.
Yeah, devil. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just the
Mhm.
devil.
Your Honor, he
Yeah.
has the ADHD devil.
Yeah. That's
What the lawyer's gonna say.
that's what the old people did.
Mhm.
That's what
Yeah.
old people thought.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Old people, we're gonna be old people
dumb.
one
Yeah.
day. I'm gonna be so dumb.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe they'll think of
Grandpa thought he was gay in the 20s. You
yeah,
know,
pretty much, yeah.
he was a flapper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'll tell you, I
Yeah.
once bought drugs from a child.
Okay, cool.
I was also a child.
Nice. What'd you
Okay,
buy?
cool. I bought THC carts.
Nice.
Yeah, and then more marijuana. I think. Yeah, and now I just sell drugs to children.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you, I do the bare minimum at work. It's a huge
Okay.
burden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the bare minimum. I work so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know you should feel guilty
Yeah.
for how hard I work comparatively.
Yeah. Feel guilty.
Feel guilt.
Just just like
Feel it.
that's what like moms or parents do to
Yeah.
their children or whatever.
You are guilty.
It's just I work so damn hard. Feel guilty about it. Feel bad about
You
it.
should feel bad
I guess that's yeah.
about it. That's the right
That's what
thing you should
parents
feel.
That's what parents do.
That is what parents do. It's very effective.
I had a fun childhood. I had a good childhood.
We had good childhoods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Ugh.
Consensually molested.
Yeah.
I hate myself for doing that one. I'll
Yeah,
tell
you
you.
just got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
I'll tell you. Let's see. I think that you know how people will be like, I would never own slaves back in the day.
yeah.
You know, it's so easy to it's too easy to say that because
Yeah,
it's like they're not
easy.
they're like fucking making chocolate and shit. It's not.
The slaves were making chocolate.
Supposedly that's what the chocolate is made with, but by slaves, and shoes are made by slaves. Supposedly, I think it's probably good for their bottom line, their pockets. I had this. I got
It's easy
this.
to say that.
It's so easy to fucking say that.
I always say that.
Oh shit! I'm back to mommy blows best. Fuck.
And the other
Yeah.
thing is like, I think in that vein, I'm like,
Yeah.
people think like if you were born in
People think you're born, yeah.
Nazi Germany and you were kind of like alive during the 30s and 40s in Nazi Germany, like would you go along with all that, or
I totally fucking unfortunately.
would you fight against it?
Would you fight against it?
That's our question. So
supposedly there are Nazis now in the government. Sorry,
yeah,
you're saying?
Yeah, there are. So I guess the thing is, maybe we kind of just have to realize that in that question of if we were born in Nazi Germany and alive during all that stuff, would we go along with it or just fight against it? And I think maybe some of us have to realize we kind of just would have gone along with it.
I think that's the smart. That's where I was going with that too. Yeah. That's the smart thing to say.
The other thing is like, what are we gonna do? Just be Rambo and get a machine gun and fight the whole German army?
No, fuck that shit. Yeah. Then you're just the guy who was crazy and killed a bunch of innocent Germans who were just following orders, and you're the bad guy still.
That's not an excuse, I guess.
There's no excuse.
But I don't know what kind of court you'd be in.
There's gonna be some school shooter who's just like, I'm doing the right thing. You guys are not even hip yet. These public schools are full of Nazis.
Yeah.
They're evil.
That's it. It's just crazy. So
it's totally crazy.
So maybe I did think about this. Maybe if they kind of forced me to pull the lever and send people to the gas chambers, like, hey, pull the lever, you'll you'll send the people to their death. I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh no, maybe I wouldn't have the guts to do that.
I would.
Okay, you would.
I would.
Okay.
I would be the guy. I'm already this guy. I'm like, I'd be. This is how I would be in Nazi Germany.
Okay.
Mark my fucking words.
Okay.
I would be. Hitler's not really anti-Jewish. He's just saying that for the media.
Okay.
See, I'm like I don't believe Donald Trump's actually crazy. I think he's just like he plays a crazy person and drives the media wild.
Okay.
So I'm like, Hitler would never kill us. I'm in the boxcar.
Yeah.
Like about to go into Auschwitz. I'm like, Hitler's just a media manipulating genius.
Okay, yeah.
Like he's clearly just pretending to hate Jewish people and non-whites. Clearly, I swear, like, I'm in the gas chamber. You're about to pull a lever.
Yeah.
We're like showering. It's like we're about to get stung by Zyklon B. I'm like, Hitler does not hate Asians.
Yeah.
Hitler loves us. He's only saying that to get the media going. Like Zyklon B starts filling up the chamber. Like, yeah.
Also, like Hitler, like controlled the media.
Yeah.
Like
they literally
Goebbels. His media guy. It was literally just
Goebbels.
Yeah, he was the guy. Just make the propaganda reels.
Yeah,
that was just the media.
That was the media.
Job was to control the media.
The whole thing was like they didn't want the information getting out there. Losing the war.
Yeah.
They actually lied that Jewish people in Germany didn't have blonde hair.
Yeah.
They didn't want that to be true. They just were like, let's just change that.
Why do we always keep talking about this?
World War II is such a big part of our culture. Let's be real, because it's the way to go. I mean, it's not the right way to go. We wouldn't do that again.
Yeah, don't.
But yeah, we
always get on this subject.
I think it's because we have a morbid fascination with horrible things.
Yeah.
I think we just do. That's why there's so many World War II documentaries on Netflix. That's why I like there's Hitler documentaries, is because people have a morbid fascination with the guy who killed 6 million Jews and 11 people. So
if I was there in that time, I'd probably just get a job with Goebbels making the propaganda the reels.
Yeah, exactly.
So just have a camera and doing that. So
yeah,
I'd
be writing Jewish romantic fan fiction.
Yeah.
And I'd be selling taboo books. I'd be like, do you like Jewish women? Some of the guys like, no. Yeah, I'm like, well, I have Juliet Nazio right here, and I'm hustling these books.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way to go. Get rich quick scheme.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So.
Oh, yeah.
Here's some advice for you in the stand-up world, Jack.
Oh, yeah. Everyone gives advice on stand-up. It's great.
Yeah, but so here's my advice to you. Record yourself doing stand-up.
Yeah.
And then watch it back later.
This is great advice. This is what I do with this
see what you did wrong.
That's exactly what I do here.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. Because you're like, sometimes your emotions are like, that went really great. And you watch it back and you're like, that could use some work.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I know, listen to me when I give this advice, Jack.
I listen.
Me personally, I'm very bad at doing this. At
recording
myself, doing stand-up comedy, and watching it back. So
yeah.
I'm very bad at doing that. So.
Maybe the audience doesn't like it when you do. I think that there's something. I hate this. Now, I have filmed myself doing stand-up before. I need to do it more.
Yeah.
Like with a stand or whatever. I remember this one. Remember that? Maybe you remember Free Street, where this guy from New York.
Yeah.
He came. He was like, I'm from New York. I'm an actor, and he had a big camera and he's filming his set for us Hicks, and we weren't laughing at his jokes. He was like, I'm Puerto Rican. I remember that part. That was most of his set, and I remember when he was bombing for a couple minutes. Us Hicks were kind of not. We were judging a little bit. We're like, this guy thinks we're stupid. Like, this guy isn't so funny. He started doing the best fake laugh I've ever seen. It was like he was like crazy on stage, and I started laughing myself. I was like, and I looked over, and so I think it might have been Nick is cute. And I was like, this guy's pretty fucking good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
This is the best fake laugh I've ever heard. And I remember how good he's an actor. I mean, he had a great fake laugh, and it made me laugh. Like, It was very cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I think one of the problems with me is if I just kind of do record myself and then watch myself back later.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty tough on myself.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah.
We're our worst critic.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, we see our eyes as if we're, yeah.
I always just look at the video and I don't even like listen to my jokes and just think, wow,
what a fucking loser.
I'm fucking ugly.
Yeah, dude, that's what I think too. I saw your set at Rumford, by the way. You were killing it.
Yeah,
you killed it. Yeah,
I think I think Malcolm.
Yeah, Malcolm.
I didn't post it, but Malcolm Holmes posted it. Yeah.
Yeah, Malcolm's got a. I didn't see his set. Just so yours. Malcolm's hilarious anyway. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Your set killed.
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. He posted my. He got my name wrong. Like I tried to get it on my Instagram.
Okay.
It cut my pigeon joke and like a third. That's a great joke. Okay. I keep that pigeon joke around because that's a fucking killer joke.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it here. I don't want to spoil it. I'm gonna save it for like an hour-long special or some shit.
Cool. Yeah. That's a good one. What other jokes could be in your special?
What other jokes I could be in the special? I really like I got this new. I don't know if it works yet. It's the fucking. It's a. I bought a Tesla truck because I hate liberals so much.
Oh yeah.
Turns out I thought liberals hated it because they hate gas-powered cars. Turns out Teslas aren't even gas-powered cars. I've been putting my iPhone charger into the Tesla. It doesn't even work. My wife has left me over this. Okay. I work at McDonald's. She ran away with a man who works at the Wendy's. Oh. Yeah. It's terrible, man. And now I gotta sleep in my Tesla. Can't even charge it. It's terrible, you know? Okay. It's got a freaking tea on it. Some of this hot tea is that I can't even, it doesn't even take diesel. Okay. No gasoline. This is an American-made car. Yeah. I'm disgusted. Yeah. I feel really stupid. Yeah. And you gotta frame it as like, like I guess just Tesla made that cultural switch. Yeah, cultural switch from like now us used to be like us liberals would buy the Teslas. The liberals bought the Teslas, yeah, and then all of a sudden it's just it's more conservative because of the media, and he's a Nazi. He's a Nazi. Yeah. I don't know if he is though. I think he is. You think he is? Yeah. Yeah. I like the. I think it's red. I think it's like the Red Scare where like people are like, he's a communist. I don't know. Maybe he's a Nazi. Like maybe no. Yeah. I think there's a bit of a Red Scare element to the Nazi thing. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's the internet. I think it's the internet. Yeah, I think like in the time of the internet, I guess just in the internet comments, it just amplifies just everything. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, everything is just the worst thing in the world. Yeah, or the best thing in the world. It's just up. Exactly. It's just up. Because we're always trying to top each other for the best spot in media. Blah, clickbait, blah, boom. So in this world of blah, everything's just exposed. Apparently, if you do anything bad, you're just worse than Hitler. Exactly. And that's what everybody comments on the internet. So yeah. So that's everyone comments on the internet. Yeah. So you're worse than Hitler. Just Hitler, and then you're a Nazi. Yeah. If you're kind of like a little bit bad, you're a Nazi. So yeah, which I kind of like this obvious character defamation. It's a little fun. I don't think anyone's really hurt by it. Yeah, I think it's just the internet. Yeah, it's just the internet. It's just internet comments. Yeah. And, like, I swear to God, like growing up, we actually did have YouTube and YouTube comments. Just everyone loves YouTube. Yeah, if you just looked in the YouTube comments, just the awfulest shit about just everything. Yeah, there. So there's something about the worst. Elegant about that. Yeah, I think about just terribleness. Yeah, of the YouTube comment section. So yeah, I think that's where it's come from. It's just the internet and the hype. The hype. Because the things that make us angry and sad, those do get spread around the most. Yeah. That's how, like, Matt Rife, what did he get famous for? Freaking Netflix special that wasn't super funny. Yeah. He had some, like, unsensitive things about women or whatever. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'm not remember shit. I just remember he's a pretty boy and he's very attractive. Yeah. I bet the gays like him a lot. Yeah. He's going to be. Pretty boy. Pretty boy. He's very handsome. What are we gonna not pretend
Well,
that we
yeah,
don't see that? Like
yeah, I
he's
guess.
very attractive. What are we gonna like?
Yeah, well,
Well,
you can't deny it.
we can't deny it. He's
You
like
know,
he's
let's
like
just
yeah,
let's
he's
just acknowledge.
incredibly
Yeah,
sexy. Look at his face. Just tell me for a second. Like call him
yeah,
ugly. It's like doesn't work.
yeah.
Doesn't work. It's
Can't do that. So he's just pretty boy,
he's just pretty boy.
and I guess that's what I know him for.
I what else do I know him for other than he's good looking and he made some people mad once.
Yeah,
There's not. Those are the two things I know him for.
yeah,
He's got big muscles. That's just being a pretty boy
yeah. It's
too.
just a pretty.
Yeah, and he made some people mad, and that's all we know about him, really.
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
you think he got like surgery on his face?
I think a
Like
lot
a
of the
plastic
comedians do.
surgery?
A lot of comedians do get surgery.
Yeah.
Would you get surgery on your face?
Maybe, but not really.
Maybe. I don't think I would. It sounds like an expensive
Yeah.
expense for no reason.
Yeah, it seems like I think I grew up in the era where a lot of it
Hmm.
got botched, so
Yeah,
yeah, they didn't have
hmm,
the right
that's
technology
true.
or
Hmm.
the right procedure
Yeah.
to really make it work.
Hmm.
So
And
yeah,
yeah.
I think that
Hmm.
scared me away.
Yeah, what scares me a little bit is, I've seen some breast surgeries in my
Yeah,
own eyes. I've seen it my
yeah,
own self.
yeah,
Breast surgery. I've seen H cups go to double D.
yeah.
It's not that sad, but I remember the teeny tiny scar. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, it did happen.
You know what I
Nothing
really
wrong with
want?
it.
I just really want like liposuction to suck all the fat.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm a big old fat man.
Oh,
I'm a fat man, and
you're
I
in.
got it.
But we're in America.
Yeah.
Everybody's fucking fat. Chris, it's
Uh,
everyone.
thanks, man.
Yeah, bro. I eat pretty unhealthy.
Yeah.
I've eaten candy and I've eaten cake for breakfast.
Yeah.
I I'm scared, so I worked out.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that
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 too.
fear might have. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that fear is what keeps me as fit
Yeah.
to fucking do
Yeah.
what I do
Yeah, I think
the
so.
most. Is just fear.
Yeah, it's a weird subject.
It's a
Like,
weird
I
subject.
don't think like Americans are like okay with bodies or their
we're
bodies.
we're
Yeah.
so insecure in
Yeah.
America, and we're like doing some of the
Yeah.
we're actually doing some of the best in the world in terms of like
It's
no one
like,
being hungry.
yeah, it's like
Mhm.
we make really great food. We just make food,
We
like a
just make
lot
a
of
lot of food.
food,
We're
like Doritos,
self-sufficient.
Locos,
Yeah,
Tacos,
tacos.
and
Yeah,
we
Mexico.
just
We're stealing that from ya.
just giant burgers and
Giant
all the fast
burgers.
foods. They come out with just new stuff
Mm.
every day.
News. It's so good. The food in
Yeah,
this country is fucking great.
yeah. So
I'm like, not like the food so good. What did it's a
yeah.
fucking. I once had a Whopper, a
Uh-huh.
Burger King Whopper in Norway.
Okay.
I got diarrhea,
Okay.
a
Cool.
really bad diarrhea. I
Yeah.
remember it because it was that bad, the
Yeah.
worst diarrhea ever. And as an American, I was heartbroken. I was like, these Europeans are too healthy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disgusted with
Yeah.
they've destroyed a
Our
part.
America
Yeah, it's
unhealthiness.
I can't I couldn't look any of those Norwegians in the eye. I have autism.
Okay.
I was horrified. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. No, it
Wow.
was a pretty good Whopper, but it gave me diarrhea.
Cool.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'll tell you.
Oh.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah. Any other awesome adventures you've had while doing stand-up comedy?
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Okay, what's a great? Oh man, I was once sobering up. I
Okay.
smoked a god on a fucking godly amount of ganja.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was chilling in my car. There were two cars in front of me. I was sobering up. I see this car pull up next to me at Mulligan's. You've been to Mulligan's. It's a great,
Yeah.
famous bar, Irish pub, hot
Yeah. Yeah.
waitresses. Yeah, sizzling.
Mm-hmm.
Car pulls over. Smoke billows out. You know, like in movies when like the window rolls down, the smoke just pours out.
Yeah. It's like
weed.
Snoop Dogg.
It's like
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah. Cop was a second cop car
There's
pulls
a
up.
cop.
Yeah, there's a cop
Where's a
behind it.
cop? Where is...
They pulled up right up behind him.
Okay.
These guys, the woman was smoking in the car. There's another guy in the back. The guy gets out. He does the walk. I'm standing there like
So he got pulled
I
over.
got pulled over for a DUI.
You got pulled over for a
Oh,
DUI.
so, no, he did.
He did. Okay.
I was in my car sobering up.
You're a bystander.
I was a bystander. I'm watching. I'm just like I'm watching the freaking
Okay.
DUI. I'm like, And he goes, and he's like doing the walk. Second lady cop shows up, and she's talking to them. I just hear them. The guy starts to protest. The guy who's been he's been pulled over.
DUI.
DUI. The cop yells at him. I hear it from inside my car. The cop goes, "I'm taking your license."
Okay.
And I'm just like,
Run.
Person, stay strong.
Yeah.
I'm like,
get a lawyer.
Get a. I'm like yelling from my car window. I'm like, and they like start walking away. They walk to the car.
Yeah.
The cops leave.
Okay.
They drive away. And the cops were just chilling there. They saw me in the car and they were chilling and they drove away too. His girlfriend's driving him home. I'm like, that's a court date.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Court date.
That's a court date. And I was like, whew, that was close. I turn on my car.
Yep.
The two cars in front of me turn their cars on too. Their engines on. And I'm just like, we were just watching what not to do.
Yeah.
We were drunk in our cars, high in our cars, watching what not to do, which was drive under the influence.
Yeah.
So I will never forget that moment. I was like, oh yeah, okay. DUI is very common.
That's good advice.
Good advice, yeah.
Good advice.
Good advice. So you got another I got a fun story. I got a fun
cool.
story.
What's your fun story, yeah.
Okay, so last day I was at Wheaton before my parents wanted to take me out because of the salacious scandals.
College, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
So you're in college.
I'm in college, yeah. So with my girl.
Things cool down for a second.
Things cool down. So they were not going to drink with me and Lily.
No.
Nope. Yeah. There we go. And Lily's a great gal. Great gal, pal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't a thing she wouldn't do. She was pretty awesome.
Right.
Yep.
Co-signed for a car.
Co-signed for a car. She bought me drinks. It was pretty great.
What am I doing?
Yep. You're doing great.
Thanks,
We're doing great, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, brother.
Been going about hour 28, almost hour 30. Yeah.
Think we should get going, brother?
Yeah, I think so.
For sure,
it's been
man.
A good podcast.
It's been a great podcast. Yeah, man. I'll tell you.
I think in this one I tried to keep us on one topic, and I think I failed again.
It's okay, man.
Yeah. On the topic of comedy.
On the topic of, I mean, it's a comedy podcast. Comedy is what the words we make them. You know, comedy is what the words we make them.
Oh yeah.
See, that's. Oh yeah.
Maybe we did something entertaining in this.
I think we did.
So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for us at the Tism Report today. I've been Chris Fritz. This has been Jack Gautry.
I've been Jack Gautry. This has been Chris Fritz.
Thanks for joining us.
The Tism Report.
Have a good night.
Thank you kindly.